Welcome in, guys, to Rover Sports here on a Friday night. Tonight, we're going to look at Jacksonville versus the Buffalo Bills, and I hope that everybody's having a nice week and a nice time, and everybody's really enjoying themselves. So here we're going to see Chris Ivory. He's going to take it up the gut. He's going to gain some yards. And this picture, this quality of picture should continue to improve as we go along here. Um, and I hope you guys are enjoying the summer. I believe now we are maybe, I'd say, 20 days out till the start of training camp, until the first preseason game. At Soldier Field, it's going to be, Denver taking on Chicago on NFL Network. So I can't wait to see Trubisky and also Lynch and Trevor Siemian play the first game. But here we go. It's we're back and operating now. So 3rd and 8 now for Blake Bortles, a Blake Bortles film review. And here he does a really nice job. He hooks up with Marquise Lee. And here you're going to go back and you're going to see Blake. You're going to see him use good footwork on this particular play. He does stare down one receiver. Actually, he does turn his head. Does a very good job under duress. And then he happens to make an accurate, low, safe throw to Lee for a first down. So good quarterback play there from Bortles. He did show signs in this game that were impressive. So there's a nice run there by Chris Ivory. The Bills really started slow on this in this game, and here you're going to see Ivory. He gets bottled up. Kind of a predictable play call there on 2nd and 4 from Natty Hack, Nathaniel Hackett. And then you're going to see Blake make an unbelievable play here with his legs, improvisation, get all the way down the field. He even could have got more yards and got to the sideline. But that was just an incredible run there from Blake Bortles. And now you're going to see Chris Ivory on the carry. And you're going to see here the offensive line do a terrific job right here in the middle of the field. Just the O-line, the guards really working. So you have Albert, you have Cam Robinson coming back. You have Brandon Linder at center. So I believe Khan is still on the offensive line. So now you're going to have a Leonard Fournette and then Nathaniel Hackett offense that is very, very run heavy. So Leonard Fournette might even be able to take that in for a touchdown. There you see kind of Ivory. I didn't love the run. He was a little too hesitant on that run. But here we go. Here's Blake. Little play action. Really like the play. And Blake could have even waited longer, but I like the play call there from Hackett. And you got a hold on the Bills, which now allows Chris Ivory to take it in for 6. So a wonderful, great drive. Offensive line worked really well. Blake Bortles, the hero on 3rd down, escaping pressure. That was really the kicker there for Jacksonville. Here you see them get behind in the chains. Now here's Bortles. Hits Chris Ivory, patient. Line blocks really well. Still want to see that throwing motion really get fixed from Blake Bortles, in the offseason. The hitch in his release. There, I liked what Bortles did, though, on this throw. Because watch here, 7-0. Jaguars are coasting. Watch Blake here. Blake's able to scan the field. He's looking this side. The line really protects. It's very systematic reads. He doesn't look at the rush, and then he tries to throw the ball to the outside shoulder, and it's good coverage. But hey, incomplete pass, but at least he read the defense. This just sucks. This is just a play that loses you the game. Because if Allen Hurns, if he can bring in this perfectly thrown ball, it changes the momentum of the game. Because Allen Hurns, a perfect rub route, and the ball's thrown. The timing of this play is impeccable. And Allen Hurns the reason why he didn't catch it is because he's worried about what he's doing after the catch, and that's a killer, and that's pretty a little devastating there, to say the least. To say the least. Devastating drop early in the game with momentum on your side, and if you guys watch this game full time, then you know just how close Jacksonville was to blowing this thing open. Here you see miscommunication, great reading by Buffalo. Here's Blake Bortles. I think he shows poor footwork on this play, unfortunately, for Blake. Big play, though. 3rd and 6. You're on the plus side of the field. Getting to 10 really is such a prerogative here in the first quarter when your defense pitching a damn shutout. When your defense is pitching a shutout, you got to bury these guys early on the road. And in this low-scoring game, this is really important. But you see Blake scampering around. No real identity what he's doing. No real method to the madness there from Blake Bortles. And the routes and everything were incoherent. So the whole play kind of blows up. And then you're punting again from midfield. Luckily there you actually get a good punt. So when you get a good punt like that, I believe at 10-18 in the second half, the Jags get the ball back. Very good field position. So now is the opportunity for Jacksonville to finally put points on the board because the defense is out pitching a damn shutout for you. So you hit TJ Yeldon, a conservative call on first down. You're probably going to get a run here from Hackett right up the gut that gets you absolutely nothing and fools no one in the entire state of New York. Classic Natty Hack. Nathaniel Hackett, most conservative, bland play caller in the league. Great throw from Blake right here. I'll give him tons of credit here. I mean, watch him, use a sidearm throw. Throws it 8 yards, sidearm, beautiful toss. Give him the benefit of the doubt, can move the chains. Missed challenge from Buffalo. We're rocking and rolling. Here we go. I like this play call a lot. Now, I guess that there was only, looking at that play, there was only 2 routes, so nothing was open, but it was protected perfectly. And then, they never, throw it twice. So now it's 3rd and 5. Unfortunately, Blake here, he needs to throw this ball inside of the boundaries. I want to see Natty Hack call this play more often because you have Allen Robinson. Every time they call this play, for the most part, this back shoulder ball, Allen Robinson is so dang talented that he ends up catching the ball, but his momentum drifts him out of bounds. Devastating. You know what else is more devastating is what ensues on the next play. I mean, this is losing football. This makes me, as a fan, and I'm not a fan of the Jaguars, but I feel for their fans when this happens. So not only are you on plus side, up 7 twice in this game, but then, of course, your special team just completely blunders your field position, and you kick it into the dang end zone. Nothing says losing football like that. And if you guys were to watch this entire game, we're going to show the Buffalo perspective later, Buffalo's offense, in a little bit coming up. So if you were to watch the entire game, you really feel for Jacksonville because their defense dominated the first half of this game. And guess what happens? Spoiler alert, their whole team dominates, and guess what? The score at the end of the first quarter at the end of the first half is 7-7. So even though their defense mollywops the Bills, because of one huge LaShawn McCoy play, Buffalo happens to be tied with Jacksonville. I think there's a running into the kicker. Let's take this thing to 4:39 here in the second half. So the Bills score on 2 consecutive possessions. LaShawn McCoy has an 80-yard run in this game, an 80-yard run. which really is the difference in the ball game because Jacksonville, they need everything to go perfectly for them to score. Natty Hack, they never air out the football. This is a terrible call on 3rd and 5 that I absolutely hate, but TJ Yeldon makes a heroic effort. I love this play. I think we're going to get a tight end down the middle of the field. No, we don't. But watch Blake Bortles and watch this play right here, out to the tight end. You just got to let Blake Bortles get into a rhythm. You got to unleash this guy. The Jaguars were playing this game to lose, and there you see a tight end on a corner. That's automatically what you need to do. So watch these plays, okay? That's a touchdown if Blake throws that inside. Okay, that's a dang touchdown. Perfect play call. I mean, I actually love the play call. Blake's got to put that on the inside. He's throwing it too outside. If the Robinson pass to the sideline that we alluded to earlier, if he throws that inside, this is just tremendous, though. He makes up for it in an incredible way. I want to see more of this done, especially versus a secondary you can get after. I mean, Jaguars got to play these games to win. When you have the lead, you got to strike that knockout blow. They didn't this game. They let the Bills hang around. And if you let, LaShawn McCoy hang around, he's going to eventually beat you. There's the hitch in the delivery, which needs to get fixed if he's going to have a chance to play in this league. But there's a pass right over the Marquise Lee, and Lee has a huge game and has a ton of potential. And I want to see, Lee. I want to see D.D. Westbrook. This is a dang good receiving core right now with Allen Robinson. Hearn's getting paid some money. So, I really want to see this happen. Alrighty. Let's see here. I think that the Jags have a 1-point lead, and I believe that they get the football back. Yes, they do. 1-point lead, football back, still in control. They get stuffed a couple of times, and then this sucks. This is just, Blake Bortles versus the blitz. Very concerning. I mean, this is concerning when you look at Blake Bortles, because if I was a defensive coordinator, I would simply just load up, pin my ears back, and go, because Blake versus the blitz here, he doesn't, pre-check anywhere. He doesn't have any itinerary. And then Blake, is going to go ahead in the snap, and he's just going to lean back, just look to one side of the field, and this is a half-hearted effort that gets tipped and looks very easy to defend. So kind of a weak, pathetic effort there on 3rd down from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then I believe Sammy Watkins, you have a big play. So here, let's see if the Jags actually do score again to take a 1-point lead in this ball game. I like a lot of things from Blake here. I like that throw. I think Blake has some opportunities. When his footwork's okay, when he's playing aggressive, when his offensive line blocks pretty well. It's just a shame. Like, they decided to be more aggressive, and when the Bills were down, they didn't hit him when they were down in the first half. Because Puslewski, Jalen Ramsey, the defense played amazing in the first half. And Jacksonville had all these opportunities, but instead they got on the seesaw, and Buffalo had one more punch in them at home, and Jacksonville just couldn't recover. Let's see here. We'll show you one more series before we head out. In short, the Bills were able to win this game by 7, and the epitome of this Jacksonville game. So close so far. Defense is going to be good next year. Nathaniel Hackett needs to become more creative with play calls. Bortles is a guy that had a great season 2 years ago. Here you see, I hate the pitch call because you're getting so far behind the line of scrimmage. And this is very easy for Buffalo to decode. And Denard Robinson actually makes a very good effort to just simply get back to the sticks. But you look at the Jaguars, they have an opportunity next year to really be a force in the AFC South. I want to give Blake another chance. Utilize Allen Robinson. Utilize the back shoulder throws a lot. and give Allen some more opportunities to be an all-star, make plays, and continue to be aggressive. And I think Blake with Fournette, he's really going to have an opportunity. It really is a make it or break a year for Blake and this Jaguars team so as we move forward here in the offseason. All right, guys, Rover Sports. We will see y'all. Tyrod Taylor film review versus Jacksonville coming up soon. More videos from SEC Media Days. We will see y'all on the flip side. Thank you.